Hello Gemini, welcome to this reading. My name is Zane and we are going to be taking a look at the current energy for the sign of Gemini for the week of November 22nd. Now Gemini, do keep in mind that this is a general reading, so take the messages as they resonate, drop the ones that do not, and also check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. Now Gemini, I am not desperate for business, so I will not send you a message. If you get a message from someone, that's not me, that's someone impersonating me. Please do keep that in mind. I also do daily content on my Instagram, so if that's your thing, definitely give me a follow there. But with all of that said, let's go ahead and get into this reading. Now, if this message resonates, please do consider hitting that like button so other people can see the video. Subscribe for future updates and drop a comment to let me know what you think. All right, let's see what we get here for you, Gemini. Make sure everything is in view, and then we'll get right into it. All right, I think that looks just about good enough to me. Energy on the bottom, you have the Eight of Wands. So this is a nice card to get. I do like to sort of, for some reason, the direction of the wands to me is indicating that potentially you are headed in a new direction in your life. I don't know why I'm feeling that. I don't always read that with the Eight of Wands because, you know, this is really a card about like a swift moving event or a quick moving event that brings about good news. It's the feeling of like accelerated motion, things moving quickly, getting unstuck, moving forward. It can also mean travel by air, travel by flight, long distance situations. It could even mean getting swept off your feet in some way. However, what I think is going on here is some of you are communicating with an audience, probably online. The other thing about, I do like the Eight of Wands a lot, and you know the thing that I like about, or the thing that I like to say with the Eight of Wands as well is that it could be like online influencers, like social media, because it's all about like long distance, okay? And so I'm thinking when I look at the Eight of Wands, I think like a social media profile, or you know, you might like work at a distance, something like that, but like you have some big indicators here of like potentially communicating with large audiences, or like delivering this presentation, maybe traveling for work, something like that going on. In your current situation, you have the Hermit. So this is a card of self-mastery. Really, this person here is traveling the universe for answers, as you see the universe behind them. And really along their journey, what they've found is not only is the light in the lantern, not only is the light within the lantern, but the light is also within them. And so they find that they have all the answers they need. And they've become this sort of sage. They've become this wise type of person that people go to. It does, in some respects, like imply like a solo journey. In some ways, like you are looking towards building yourself up, or doing something for yourself here to put yourself in a position of knowledge or wisdom or something like that. You know, some of you are maybe researching here, like researching like something, whether it's for your job, for like literally maybe being a researcher or being in academia, or maybe you know, for a business that you own, you're researching something here, is what I feel like saying. And like that is moving you towards mastery of whatever your given field is for you. In the past, you have the King of Pentacles, the Ace of Swords, and the Six of Wands. So, you know, you have achieved a high status here. This is the King of Wands is somebody who has, achieved that high status. They have a gold crown. They're sitting in a gold throne. And they've, you know, been able to accumulate some level of success in their life, typically material success, either through a high-paying job or investments that have paid off, or something like that, or even just moving up the ranks in their career field in some way. The thing about the King of Pentacles is they, for them, they stick to what they know. They stick to their routines to achieve success. And so some of you, I feel like, have been doing that, but now it's sort of like you're looking to take something to the next level. You're looking to go from that to mastery here with the Hermit. And I do feel like maybe this idea of you taking something to the next level here has felt like a bit of a breakthrough for you with this Ace of Swords. Like you can maybe sense that there's a new beginning forming around you here with this Ace of Swords coming in. You know, this is the idea that you're getting like mental clarity on whatever we've been talking about here, whether that's, you know, you're a business owner, you work for an employer, or you're an academic in some way, you're a student, you've had some sort of mental clarity or breakthrough around this idea of taking something to the next level is what I'm feeling here. And for some of you, this quite literally could be through like going online, like doing some sort of social media. Maybe you have like an in-person business and now you're going online, or you know, you're looking to reach out to an audience of people online. Maybe you're taking a class that is, maybe you're doing like an online seminar here. But the Six of Wands is public recognition, okay? You can see the people here cheering them on as they go through the procession, and it's a really big victory. And so that's why I feel like either you were leading a seminar, or you've attended a seminar, or you've seen something here where you've done something here where you're taking whatever it is that this is to the next level, is what I feel like saying. Because in your current situation, you have the Five of Wands, the Hermit, and the Star. So this Star card with the Six of Wands like is my combination of like being the star of the show. Okay, I know I'm sounding like a broken record, but not only do you have that, but you also have this idea of the Eight of Wands here with like large audiences, or like distance, like through like internet-based business, or like you know, communicating at a distance, something like that here, where it's like you have all of these pieces that are coming together here, and it's a very good indicator on this reading. You might be quite successful here at whatever it is that you're doing if this reading is for you in some ways. So the other thing about the Star is I love that card. It's talking about how like you know, your wish is also coming true at the same time. So for many of you, this is something you've wanted to do for a long time, and you're finally like digging in and doing it. You have this Five of Wands as well, which is, you know, in this upper row, I like to say this is like a conflict, a mental conflict rather, like some sort of mental conflict here. You may have known that you've needed to do this for a long time, and like you just didn't know what steps to take, but now you're doing that, is what I feel like saying. So moving forward here, you have the Temperance card, the Four of Pentacles, and the Seven of Pentacles. So this Temperance card is a card of angelic healing, really. It's also a card of patience, balance, moderation, balancing out your fire and your water here. It can also represent some sort of a turnaround. That's why I feel like there's something here as well in the mental aspect of this reading, with Ace of Swords indicating mental clarity, Five of Wands in this upper row indicating mental conflict, and now the Temperance card, you healing that situation, like that situation turning around for the best for you. And yeah, you also have this Four of Pentacles here, which is somebody who is you know, potentially achieving financial stability. I don't really see any other issues of scarcity here. I really feel like, you know, you're working towards financial stability in some ways here with this Four of Pentacles. And you also have this Seven of Pentacles, which is somebody who has really had some sort of long-term investment pay off here. They're now sort of reaping their harvest. A long time ago, this person planted this tree and now it's providing fruit for them. But in this case, it represents a harvest in some ways, a Pentacles harvest, right? And what's really interesting here is, on the other hand, this person is kind of looking out into the distance and they're thinking, man, this tree has taken a long time to grow. And do I want to keep working this hard for what I'm getting? And so they're kind of contemplating a directional change. And that's what I was picking up here with this Eight of Wands as well. So for some of you, it's taking something to the next level or mastering something in a new way. So let's go ahead and continue forward here. Now, if you're enjoying this video, please do hit that like button and subscribe. It really helps my channel grow. Drop a comment to let me know what you think, and share this video with a friend who might be interested. I also really appreciate you being here. Thank you for spending your time with me. And lastly, check out my website. There's a link to that in the description below. You can sign up for my email list. All right, so let's see what we have here. All right, and yeah, I think we're gonna also do that. So this makes total sense that we pulled this card here, Serapis Bay. ascension, move into your true self, rise above the darkness, the light is here. I get the sense, I've had this sense since the start of this reading, that you're ascending. You're moving to another, like you're leveling up in some ways. You have Brigid, inner strength, move back to wholeness, recognize that you have the power. And you have these two cards together, which is Paul the Venetian, experiencing grace. Share your gifts with grace, waves of inspiration and love are coming to you, as well as Commander Ashtar, call to action, take charge, lead by example, walk your talk. So, you know, with this idea of you achieving high status here, these three cards of like long distance recognition, being in the spotlight, being in the public eye, I do feel like you have some sort of gift that has gotten you to, that has enabled you to get to where you are right now. And yeah, that's kind of what I'm feeling here. Okay, we're going to take these three. So we have don't stop, within the next few weeks, and we have another card here indicating, another oracle card here indicating take action. So take action, you also had this call to action as well. And so again, I feel like some of you have been mentally conflicted about this next level, this next move that you know you've been wanting to make. It's, you know, perhaps you had some sort of clarity event here with the Ace of Swords in the past, and now you're in this action mode. You're in action mode right now. That's what I'm seeing here. All right, let's see what else we have. So yeah, okay, so you have the Moon, the Hermit coming in once again, which you had in the middle, and the Three of Pentacles. Yeah, I mean, this is pretty amazing. Sometimes the readings just build on top of each other naturally, very naturally here. And, you know, I've been talking about, I'm going to sound like I've been saying this over and over again, but it's like I said, this reading's just confirmation after confirmation here. The Hermit with the Ace of Swords, it is this idea of you like achieving clarity or a breakthrough around this message I had in the beginning, which was you finding mastery of something, and through that realizing that you need to take something to the next level. Like the mastery you're achieving is because you're ready to take something to the next level. And I feel like with this Hermit coming back in with this Ace of Swords, you've had like a divine insight on why you need to do that. You have the Moon here with the King of Pentacles. You know, I almost feel like for some of you, you need to like start innovating. Like it's the same thing you've been doing over and over again. You've come to understand that it's not what, like you can't continue doing that if you really want to get to this mastery level. But many of you here are getting rewarded, okay, and recognized, okay? The Three of Pentacles right here, this person's showing off their work to the group of people. It's another card indicating reward and recognition for building quality work. And you have that, like I said, with that Six of Wands being publicly recognized. So yeah, it's just everything's sort of falling into place, confirming itself here. So you have the King of Swords, the Chariot, and the Seven of Swords. And now this is where the curveball is coming in. So I want to point something out here to you. The other thing about this Three of Pentacles is this can mean teammates or teamwork. And do you see this person, this shadowy figure here in the background of the Six of Wands? Well, that shadowy figure is the Seven of Swords, okay? And the idea is that oftentimes when you're having public success or you're having major career success, unfortunately, people have a hard time handling that. People are going to come out of the woodworks, if you will, and not be happy for you or not be excited for you. And that's what I feel like this Star Seven of Swords is saying, where someone's seeing you succeed and they're not handling it properly or handling it in a good way. And so some of you may be dealing with a challenging person, especially in your workplace, maybe a teammate, probably a teammate or someone in your team environment here. You also have this Chariot card, which is, you know, triumph and victory, charging forward. As you have self-discipline, you are getting victories. And even more so as you have this King of Swords as well. And as that is combined with the Five of Wands in the mental row, the King of Swords is going to cut through any uncertainty. any doubt and really just go after what they're trying to achieve. And so I feel like that's happening, and I can't even believe this. You have the Six of Wands again. You have the Emperor and the Six of Pentacles. So this is pretty amazing. We have the Six of Wands here in this lower corner. We have it in a diagonal position here with the Six of Wands now coming in. In this spread, diagonals are directions you're headed. So I talked about how, remember, you have this potential like challenger or somebody being competitive, someone like, I would just be careful, like if someone like randomly that you've had issues with is now trying to befriend you, I would just say to like be very careful about what you share with them, because there could be another agenda going on there. And especially if this is coming after you've been recognized or you've been succeeding. You have this Emperor as well with this Four of Pentacles. So that's 4-4 energy. The Emperor is number 4. This is stability, structure, authority, success. It's a really good omen to get here for business situations. And so, like I said, there's definitely good things happening here. You have the Seven of Pentacles, the Six of Pentacles as well. This is the financial scales balancing out for you. It's the idea that if you've given a lot, you can maybe expect to start receiving, and vice versa. If you've received a lot, you may want to, make a donation, get rid of some extra items that you have. Maybe even the other thing about the Six of Pentacles is you could also just provide good information for somebody and really just be there for someone, listen to somebody. That's also a way of giving. And so, yeah, let's see what else we have here. Okay, so you have, community, occupation, toil and labor, journey, mature woman, and official person. You also have great fortune on the bottom. So I was expecting to see thief or false person, but you did not get those cards, thankfully. So, this Seven of Swords here, if it's not, what's happening here is, if it's not somebody deceiving you, it's you, like, not giving yourself credit for the success that you've built is what could also, you could be hurting yourself in some ways. But I kind of got, especially as we get another person card on top of the Seven of Swords, my intuition is telling me within your community here, that's why I said yep when I pulled that card, there could be someone challenging. This community could be the work or the team environment here with this Three of Pentacles. Yeah, and just like I'm seeing like major career success here with occupation, toil and labor, like you doing hard work, finally getting paid off here with this Seven of Pentacles for all of the work that you've done. If you are employed, you could even expect to have some sort of pay bump or pay raise here with great fortune and an official person, because this is my human resources card, HR. And so, yeah, definitely looks very good. Time to take action. And yeah, thank you so much for being here. If you enjoyed this, hit that like button, subscribe if you're not already. Check out my website, zaneintuitive.com. You can sign up for my email list. Also, really appreciate the people donating down below. Thank you so much for your support. I will see you in the next one.